I'm giving a potential dub to both black women and black men. So I'm saying potential because I don't actually know if we're going to take advantage of this. But it seems to me that black people in general are becoming a little bit more selfish with the causes that they stand behind.
Oh yes, talk about this. Go
I
ahead.
say that because only 7% of black men, or I'm sorry, 7% of black women and 21% of black men voted for Trump. Meanwhile, 53% of white women voted for Trump. Not to mention the 55% of Latino men who clearly aspire to whiteness. Just throwing that out there. Now I know they've had women marches in between elections. So they had like a 2018, 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
But the last one that was like huge and had a lot of significance around it was when Trump was elected the first time, which was 2016. And so it looks like they're gearing up for the Women's March again, 2024, and it's very centric around those who, obviously don't support the ideals that the Trump administration seemingly stands for. And it seems like black women are just like, man, I don't give a fuck about that. Where they were there for 2016, it seems like they're like, so y'all doing another Women's March? Y'all seem to march to the polls to vote for Trump, so why am I backing up with the fuck y'all talking about? And so I think I like the selfishness, this gatekeeping, and black people just seem to be like, look, man, we doing our own thing.
I like it for a couple of different reasons, right? Like I've seen some of that energy that you're talking about as well, and the reason why I like it is because of just how the exit polling showed everybody voted, right? I think that black women are some of the most hardened supporters of other people's plights, right? And that's a good thing. That's not something to be shamed for. That's a good thing. And black men to a certain degree too, but definitely black women. You see them in the women's rights marches, the LGBTQ right marches, the pro immigration charges. Like they're in all of those groups. They very well represented in all of them, and they pitch in their vote. And so when they expected to get paid back because they saw representation in Kamala Harris and her candidacy, even though she ran an ineffectual campaign, you still see how people fleshed it out. Again, 70% of white women in this country voted for that man. So it's not just the Republican loving, abortion hating, Bible thumping Christians. No. Some of them blue hairs in y'all's group telling y'all you don't need your men. Men are they're the problem. You can raise families without them. That are pitching you these ideas that separate you from the rest of your community.
Mm-hmm.
Know that those people are not aligned with you at all in any way, shape, or form. They're paying lip service. They want you to support their causes, but they're not paying it back towards you.
Yeah.
So I absolutely understand the energy right now that's going around, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love the idea that there's this awakening that everybody sees where everybody's at, and now we understand that everybody's looking for their best interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Start to conduct yourselves in that way politically. Not in your normal lives. Still talk to your neighbors, be cordial people.
Mm-hmm.
Politically, though, when it comes to actually getting things in policy with politicians, we have to start putting ourselves first politically.
Absolutely. We're no longer doing the work for other entities.
Yeah.
We're not doing the work for the LGBTs and the feminist movement.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. We don't even need to put a direct dot on it because it's a whole mashup. We support everybody. We're so caring as a people. We always trying to give out, but it's like it gets
something needs to come in.
Yeah, something needs to come in.
Yeah.
Too much going out. Not enough coming in.
We spread ourselves thin with everybody else's battle.
Absolutely.
Whether they're Hispanic or whatever, we know the struggle. So we empathize with everybody else.
Absolutely.
Facts.
So when it comes to us, black women, they'll jump on a white woman cause, and it sets us back as a community. You know, like Marcus was saying. So yeah, we got to look out for ourselves or some. Your best interest. You can't always jump on everybody else's plight. We done did that for far too long, honestly.
Way too long.
Yeah. Agreed.
And hopefully with internalizing and keeping things in-house, we start to, work on some of the things that, are plaguing our community.
For sure.
So we'll see.